It's more than metal and wheels. It's the story of freedom, innovation, and the American drive to go faster, farther, and bolder. Let's roll back the clock to the 18-90s and no highways. No gas stations. No roar of engines. Just the clatter of horse hooves and the creak of wooden wagons. And in the middle of all that, two brothers in Springfield, Massachusetts, Charles and Frank Duryea, were about to change everything. They built what's known as America's first gasoline-powered car in 1890-3. The IT wasn't pretty. Looked like a buggy with an attitude, and no roof, no steering wheel, no luxury. But it moved by itself. And in 1895, they entered the very first American car race. A freezing, muddy mess through Chicago. Most competitors broke down before the finish line. The Duryea brothers? They made it. They won. That day, the automobile was born, and America caught the fever by the early 1900s. Inventors all over the country were building their own horseless carriages. But one man turned that wild idea into an empire. Henry Ford. He didn't just build cars. He built a movement. In 1908, he launched the Model T, and it changed everything. It was simple, sturdy, and affordable. About $850 back then, when others cost over $2,000. By 1913, Ford introduced the moving assembly line, cutting production time from 12 hours to just 90 minutes. That one idea made cars accessible to millions of Americans. Soon, every town had roads full of Model Ts, and for the first time, ordinary folks could hit the open road. It was more than transportation. It was freedom on four wheels. The car became America's new symbol of independence. Farmers could reach cities, families could explore, and businesses could boom. Road trips became part of life. See the USA in your Chevrolet wasn't just an ad. It was a lifestyle. By the 1930s and 40s, cars evolved from rough machines to icons of design and pride. Sleek curves, shining chrome, bigger engines. The road was calling louder than ever. Then came the 1950s, the golden age of American cars. Neon lights, drive-in diners, and the birth of car culture as we know it. Cadillacs with rocket fins. Chevy Bel Airs in two-tone paint. Gas was cheap, the economy was booming, and cars were art. Families loaded up their wagons for road trips on the brand-new Route 66, the Mother Road. And for teenagers, cars meant freedom, romance, and rebellion. You weren't cool until you had a ride that could burn rubber and blast rock and roll. The car wasn't just transportation anymore. It was identity. But America wanted more than style. It wanted power. So came the 1960s and 70s, the muscle car era. Detroit went full throttle. The Mustang, Camaro, Charger, GTO, and Corvette. Beasts built for speed and attitude. Engines roared louder, tires smoked harder, and quarter-mile races became a weekend religion. Every stoplight was a challenge. It wasn't just cars. It was competition, pride, and American spirit wrapped in metal. Go big or go home. That was the motto. Then suddenly, the party stopped. In 1973, the oil crisis hit. Gas prices skyrocketed, lines stretched for blocks, and those big V8 engines started to feel like dinosaurs. People wanted smaller, more efficient cars. Imports from Japan, like Toyota and Honda, flooded the market. American carmakers had to adapt or die. It was a wake-up call that shook Detroit to its core. Through the 1980s and 90s, the U.S. auto industry reinvented itself. More tech, better safety, cleaner engines. We saw legends evolve. Mustang, GTs, Corvettes, and Camaros with a mix of muscle and modern smarts. And behind the scenes, something huge was brewing. Enter the electric AG. In 2003, a small company popped up in California with a crazy idea. Build an electric sports car that people actually want to drive. That company? Tesla Motors. And when Elon Musk stepped in, things got real. At first, folks laughed. An electric car that's faster than a Ferrari? Yeah, right. But Tesla proved everyone wrong. The Model S changed the game. Zero emissions, instant torque, and 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. Suddenly, quiet became the new cool. The electric revolution had begun. Fast forward to the 2020s, and the landscape looks wild. American EV brands are popping up left and right. Lucid, Rivian, Canoo, Fisker, each trying to outdo the other. Trucks that sprint like supercars. SUVs that drive themselves. Even old-school legends are reborn. The Ford F-150 Lightning, Chevy Blazer EV, Dodge Charger Daytona. America's car culture didn't die. It evolved, and it's not just electric. It's smart. Modern cars now come packed with AI brains, adaptive cruise control, self-parking, lane assist, real-time traffic prediction. Some even update themselves overnight. Your ride is more computer than car, and it's only getting smarter. But beyond all the tech and speed, there's something timeless about the American car spirit. Because from day one, it wasn't just about going fast. It was about moving forward. Every engine that fired up carried a dream, a risk, and a piece of someone's heart. From Henry Ford's first factory workers to the engineers behind Tesla's algorithms, it's the same drive that built a nation. Now, as we step into the future, we're seeing cars that run on solar power, cars that fly, and concepts that blur the line between vehicle and spaceship. The future of the American car isn't just about horsepower. It's about innovation, sustainability, and imagination. But even as we move towards silent engines and digital dashboards, the thrill remains. That feeling when you grip the wheel, hit the road, and the world just fades away. That's something no algorithm can replace. From a wooden garage in 1893 to the highways of tomorrow, America's car story is still being written. And whether it's the thunder of a V8 or the hum of an EV, one thing's for sure. The road ahead is as exciting as the road behind. Because here in DriveNation USA, cars aren't just machines. They're memories, milestones, and dreams on wheels to SO wherever you are, whenever you drive. Remember this. Every time your tires hit the pavement, you're part of a legacy 130 years in the making. This is DriveNation USA, where passion meets horsepower, and the road never ends.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of compute resources, and it'll take time. I think there's certain threshold breakthroughs that we think we can achieve, where if Optimus can watch videos, YouTube videos or how-to videos or whatever, and based on that video, just like a human can, learn how to do that thing, then you really have task extensibility that is dramatic, because then it can learn anything very quickly. So I think we'll get there in the next.
We're not there yet, though.
We're not there yet.
You're relying on a significant uptick in terms of learning and training.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm calling it a very significant threshold. Would be
Understood.
The ability to learn from watching a video. Just so
right.
But at the point
as opposed to watching a human, right? Or having a human sort of train it right now with a task.
I mean, right now we're training Optimus to do like primitive tasks where a human in a kind of what's called a mocap suit is and sort of cameras on the head is moving in the way that the robot would move to, say, pick up an object or open a door, or the basic tasks, throw a ball, dance, and we need to I think that's needed to sort of bootstrap the intelligence so you can have the basic functions.